for our 10 minutes of metaphysics. Today's subject matter is no matter what happens, both in politics and in life, whether it be bad or good, look for the lesson. And the reason why, of course, I'm doing this particular talk is because there was this big election and we had Kamala Harris and we had Donald Trump. And no matter what happened, we already knew that there were going to be plenty of people who were happy and plenty of people who were upset. Didn't matter if Kamala won, there's going to be plenty of people who were happy, plenty of people who were upset, plenty of people who thought this was the greatest thing in the world, and plenty of people who thought this was the worst thing in the world. And of course, if Donald Trump won, which is actually what happened, there'll be plenty of people who thought it was the greatest thing, other people that thought it was a threat, people that thought their life was going to change or whatever else. So no matter what, we knew this was going to occur. And I remember talking to the sales lady who I got my truck through just recently, and she said, wait, you know, no matter what happens, we're going to be all right. We're hustlers. We're going to be all right. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter who's going to be in or whatever. We're going to be good. And I was agreeing with that. Not to say that there won't be changes no matter who was in there. But it reminds me, for those who are worried as to what the outcome has been, and it didn't matter, I was going to do this talk either way, no matter what the outcome was. But for those who are worried and stressed and upset, I wanted to share a story. I've told this story before, maybe not on camera, but it was about one of the years with my gutter and window business. I own a gutter cleaning and window washing business. And this one particular year, it was a normal year. We went through the year, everything was good, business was good, you know, had the crews working, everybody was happy. And then we were coming into our fall season. For us, the fall season is like the Christmas season for retailers. This is the time in which you really get the money, and we don't work in the winter, so have to make a lot of money in that one little short term. And an interesting thing happened. It snowed early and froze early to where we could not get to our big fall rush, because the fall rush would come late in the season. It would come after the bulk of the leaves had fallen. And right when that happened, boom, snow came, even before the leaves finished falling. And the stuff was frozen inside the gutters. We couldn't get it out. And I was like, okay, no big deal. This has happened before. We'll just wait for things to thaw out, and then we'll go right back to working, and everything will be good. I'll be able to go through the winter and have enough money to take care of my family and pay for 3 months worth of car notes and the house and whatever else. It's all good. The thaw didn't come. It kept staying cold. I began to get worried. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I got all thousands and thousands of dollars I have to pay, and I'm running out of money. And I did not want to go to ask my father to help out at the time. Could you loan me some money, especially that sum of money? Besides not knowing what the answer would be, I just could not do it. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. God, you got to tell me what to do. I ended up watching this video about heaven being here and now. It's a video I did years ago. And I said, you know what? I got to find my heaven here and now. Somehow this particular situation has got to be beautiful. I said, whatever it is you're trying to tell me, I'm looking for the answer, God. Give me the answer. Well, a couple of seconds later, I get a phone call. Lady's asking, she's saying, hey, do you all do snow and ice dam removal? Because we had so much snow, it's piling up on people's roofs. So she wanted to know if we pulled the snow off people's roofs so water would not be coming in the house. My thought was, heck no, we don't do that. I tried that before. I remember being on a roof with my friend, and I'm on the roof and he's at the ladder, and I'm trying to shovel some of the snow off of this roof. And I remember sliding down the roof in the snow and him catching me at the end of the ladder. And I was like, oh no, no, we don't do that. That's what I said in my head. But for some reason, the words came out of my mouth, yeah, we do that. And then she said, okay, well, give me an estimate, so forth. I said, okay. And then I got off the phone. I said, am I crazy? Why am I saying this? I said, well, what if this is what God wants for me? What if this is the next move? I asked God and the universe, tell me if this is what I'm supposed to do. Tell me. In the meantime, I got an idea. I said, you know what? We'll use roof rakes. We'll pull the snow off the roof from a ladder. We won't get on top of the roof. We'll pull the snow off the roof with a roof rake, and that'll make it safe, even though we may have to go up 2 stories at some parts and pull it off the roof. But we'll do that. So I still said, God, you got to tell me, is this the route to go? I'm going to go to Home Depot, and I'm going to find out if I'm moving in the right direction. I go to Home Depot. They're all sold out. Go to another one. They're all sold out. But when I get there, the guy calls another one. And there's another person who was in front of me who was looking for a roof rake also. The guy called, said they have one more left. Well, the gentleman who was in front of me was asking me, hey, you need to clean the snow off your roof too. I said, oh no, I own a business. And actually, we do this sometimes for our customers. Something when it gets bad like this, they'll call us and ask if we remove snow off the roof and break up ice dams. He says, well, you know what? I won't reserve that roof rake. I'll let him have it. And then you can clean the snow off my roof. And I said, well, just so you know, it's pretty expensive, because it's like emergency work. He says, that's all right. I don't want to deal with it. So I went to the other store and they reserved it for me. I got the roof rake. So now, here it is. I had 2 customers waiting, not just the one that called on the phone, but this other person said, oh, this must be my sign. This is what I'm supposed to do. Let me go ahead and do this. I said, this is what's coming from God in the universe. I'm going to go ahead and get this roof rake and try it out. We do those couple houses, and we're charging quite a bit of money. And also, in order to get the guys to work in the cold snow, I offered to pay double what I used to pay. Everybody was game and eager to go ahead and try. It was cold out too. We went ahead and we did the work. We pulled the snow off the edge of the roof and so forth. We put some calcium chloride or some solution up there to help melt what was there. We pulled it so many feet off the roof, and it was great. And we actually enjoyed it. It was like we were in a winter wonderland. It was like an adventure. We work out for a while, then we go warm up in the car, laugh and crack jokes and eat or whatever. We go back out and work for a while. And it was a funny thing. Everybody wanted to be the guy who was up top, actually pulling the snow down, and not the guys who were holding the ladder. I can't remember the reason why, but everybody wanted to be that guy. I guess because maybe it was less boring or whatever. It was the craziest thing. And we had a great time. And it worked on house after house. And then I said, man, let me contact my customers, let them know that we do snow and ice dam removal. I checked to make sure I'm charging the right prices and so forth, and looked at videos, make sure I'm doing it just the right way. And we started doing it. The money was fabulous. And we were having a great time. And people were treating us like we were heroes. So sometimes we would do a house and they come out and they say, thank you, the water has stopped coming in. It just stopped coming in. They were just so happy that all of this was taking place. It was the most beautiful situation. And we were just having a great time. And we were making so much money, and so many people were happy on account of it. And we felt like superheroes. It was just a marvelous experience. And at one point, it got to the point to where I looked up and we were making more money than in the fall season. The fall season is like money coming in season. There was more money coming in, and the guys were making more money, and everybody was happy. It was so much fun. This terrible calamity turned out to be this beautiful thing. this possibility of not being able to make it through the winter turned out to be an abundance time, just by being open and looking for the lesson and looking for God. And then an interesting thing happened. It got started to get warm. We had this prediction it's about to be warmer than usual temperatures for who knows how long. The guys were disappointed. We were working out in 0 degrees sometimes. They were disappointed. I was disappointed. We were having so much fun, making so much money. But then we shifted gears and we worked all the way up until it thawed, because now it's melting. They're concerned about it coming in, so we're still doing this. And then as soon as it all melts, we got all this clientele of all these jobs we couldn't get to waiting on us. We went into that and did that and enjoyed that, and it was still a marvelous experience. Regardless of what's happening in your world, whether it be in the world of politics, whether it be something's not working out for you, or something bad, something good, does not matter. Whatever is happening, take time to reflect. Take time to meditate. Remind yourself that everything is happening for a reason, and that reason is to get you to a higher place of learning, a higher place of understanding, a more conscious way of being in this world, even if it looks like it's something that you don't want to happen. Lean into it and be open, and you'll be surprised at what happens. Craig Kimbrough, Positive Guru. It's been 10 minutes of metaphysics. I hope you enjoyed. Until next week, peace and blessings to you all. All right, Jordan, how do I turn this off? Peace out.
Yeah.
We're figuring out how to cut this thing off. I just started using the phone.